going on, Pisces? We're going to go ahead and jump into your April 2023 mid-month reading here, and we're going to take a look and see what's going on. Interesting, I wanted to say February, so some of you are February Pisces, or majority of y'all are February Pisces. Let's go ahead and jump in, let's see. Or maybe the month of February has some type of significance. All right, what's going on, Pisces? What's going on with the Pisces? Let's see. The Hermit came out again, yo? Okay, cuz Cancer just got this same card with the Hermit. So if you have Cancer in your chart, I'll watch a Cancer reading. If you don't, then maybe this is just, you know, the repetitive energies coming out here. So let's take a look though. You also have the Star card in the future. Some of you could have Virgo, Aquarius placements. All right, let's see. The Moon card, the Six of Swords, and you have the Emperor here. Woo! Some of you are in a very yang energy, Pisces. And what I mean by that is, like, for a lot of you, it's like you're very clear and decisive about what it is that you want to do here. If you're not now, I feel like you will be, because the Emperor being in the outcome does talk about some sort of accomplishment. Are you achieving something here? And a lot of you as well could be like guides or actually leaders, or what it is that you're doing. It's like it requires you to be able, like you have to be the one to take charge of things, right? And it's interesting because the Hermit does look for the Star and the Tarot, right? And the Star card's in the future. So I feel like there's like magic that you're creating, Pisces. It doesn't surprise me, right? Pisces are probably one of the most magical signs. But I really mean that. It's like with the Star card, there's like this energy here of like magic that you're creating in your life, right? It doesn't have to be so esoteric and woo-woo, right? But it's like there is magic that you're creating. There is manifestations here that are streaming in and pouring in here with the Star card in the near future position, right? And that's what I'm getting here as well, intuitively here, right? And I see a lot of you guys, Pisces, with your ability to be so like broad and also like deep, it really allows you to see the spectrum of life. And I feel with this Star card is like you have a unique awareness of being able to see the spectrum of so many things, which allows you to become creative. Not only creative, but it's like the driving force behind your success here as well with the Star card. So the Star card in the future position, especially with the Page of Wands being here in your current energy, does signify that there's rewards in your future, success in your future here. I also see a lot of you here as well, like your reconnection to spirit, or just you deepening your own spirituality. And for some of you, you could even be spiritual healers, leaders, or maybe you help other people. You could be guides here. If not, you know, throw that card out. Throw that card out. Throw that part out. Interesting. Keep thinking outside the box, Pisces. Keep thinking outside the box here. All right. Let's see. Let's actually get into the reading, right? Like the Page of Wands is your current energy. So passion, right? Initiation. I feel like this is you, like, you know, you're ready to, like, I feel like you're inspired. It's inspired action. So I feel like you're in this energy of also not only inspired action, I feel like you're just in an energy of playfulness as well. Active. The Hermit being the overall energy. Cancer got the same card. The Hermit's the overall energy for the rest of the month. And so with the Hermit being here, it's basically the same thing I got for Cancer. There's this, the connection to your own inner guidance and light here that's really being developed and deepened here with this Hermit, right? So this isn't like a bad Hermit to where I feel like you're isolating yourself and stuff like that. I don't get that at all. I feel more so it's like, I feel like you have a lot of wisdom around a particular situation, or just in life in general, or just whatever you're doing. And it's like you can be a guide for other people, or this is just you accessing your own wisdom here, and it's helping you channel and create these blessings in your life, right? The moon card being in the position of something that you're unaware of here. You need to trust in your intuition a little bit more here as well. I'm not saying that you're not, but I do feel with the moon card being here, it's almost as if like you may question things a little too deeply, right? And I guess that could be like the fallback of Pisces, to where maybe you guys kind of keep wanting to go more and more into something, right? Before like acting or before like creating something or doing something. So I kind of feel like there's a need to be aware of that. But also here as well, I mean, that's just what I get mainly with this moon card. So looks good. 3 of Cups in the challenge here. Now this can be in regards to certain types of relationships here in your life. Maybe there's like some energies coming up with inside you to where it's like, yeah, you really don't know if you want to connect, right? Like, you know how we form energetic connections, right? With people when we have exchanges. And Pisces, I know you understand this very well because you guys have a very sensitive antenna. I do too. My moon's in the 12th house, right? So it's like there's this, and that's what I feel. Okay, now I see where the moon card also is coming in. It's like there's a conscious energy. Like, be aware of like who you surround yourself with, or what you surround yourself with, right? Because I feel like you pick up on energies quite easily, and then it kind of just saturates in your aura. So the 3 of Cups is about, it's not about like ignoring people, but it's just about being picky and choosy, like who has access to your energy. Which is why the 6 of Swords is your advice. Yes, the 6 of Swords is about getting to like calmer waters, right? But it's also this energy of being open, but also being critical too about certain people or situations, groups, whatever the case might be, right? Because if you're like if you go into like, let's just say you go hang out with somebody, or you go to some type of event and then you feel like drained, right? You just feel drained afterwards and you don't even know why. Well, it's because it's the energetic connections, right? Energy vampires, whether they're consciously or unconsciously taking energy, right? Energy vampires, well, it doesn't just have to be a person. It can be like an event, a place, wherever, right? So just be aware of that. But the Star card, the Emperor here, this looks really well. There's definitely a deep renewal within you. Some of you can definitely have Aquarius placements, for sure. But I like seeing the Emperor in the outcome because I feel like it goes from the Page of Wands to the Emperor, which these are both related in the tarot, especially in this deck because it has the 4 wands in the background. And the numerology of the Emperor is 4, right? So it talks about order, structure. Achievement. So I feel like you're in your power, personal power. Confidence. Oh, Lord, Pisces. I knew it. You got Aquarius, collaborate. Some of y'all definitely have Aquarius in your chart. If not, it's very active. I mean, Pluto's in Aquarius, right? So there is an energy of community possibly, or groups, right? Or just the collaborations with others, connecting with others, community. So you have a lot you can bring to the table, and I feel like there's a need to trust in your wisdom here, trust in your ideas. Because you can see things maybe in ways that other people can't see them, right? Which you can help bring conscious awareness to. Some of you may be your Saturn return, by the way. You have deep diver diving into a task here. Going deep. You going deep, Pisces. This is about being fully immersed in your own world. But what you're doing, the task that you're doing, I feel like it's just wanting you to take it, push the envelope. All right, let's see. Solid read. All right. You got the King of Swords here. Yep, this is implementation of wisdom that you have, right? King of Swords is like, you just know. Like, you know what you know because like you have the experience, you have the wisdom, right? And you're a strong leader. You're a strong person with like your temperament, I feel, for the rest of the month is the King of Swords. Right? You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of ideas that are being put into action. You got a goal. You've brought the definition to something here. Ten of Swords with the Page of Wands is your current energy here. Yeah, I just feel like there's no more time to wait. It's like you have everything you need here, Pisces. Strength card, Three of Cups is your challenge here. This also could be about finding open-minded individuals. And I kind of get here as well, it's like a bonding thing, right? Like, let's just say like if you're involved with your community or if you're involved with like certain types of relationships here, it's like the strengthening of those like relationships, right? The relation to those things. So, and I kind of get here as well, Pisces, expanding outside of like your comfort zone is something that you're doing. That could be the challenge, right? Sometimes like when we have like cards that are in the challenge, doesn't necessarily mean like it's like a, this type of super negative challenge. Like it could literally mean that, what's going on out here? It could literally mean just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like this is a challenge that I put in front of myself and I'm going to accomplish it because I know growth will come with it, right? So the challenge could be expanding outside of your comfort zone, meeting newer people, connecting with newer people, engaging in new things. You have the Chariot here and the Star card. Whatever you're after, this is a strong energy of destiny and fate, right? And you have complete control of your destiny. But yeah, this looks good. I feel like you'll be triumphing and having success, movement forward, right? Some of you, this is why I love Pisces' reads, because they're always so vivid. The imagery always pops out in your reading. Some of you, your aura, like you have a blue aura, or the energy. There's a color of blue that's really standing out here. Like it's not like it's like electric blue. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Oh, Pisces. You have the Lovers here on the Moon card in the position of something that you're unaware of here. Yeah, it's like you feel this insatiable pull toward something that you know is for you, right? And the Lovers is also, with the Moon card, is about the deepening of your spiritual connection and your bond to the divine. And like when you go through that process of like going in the direction of what your heart feels, going in the direction of what your intuition feels, you get closer and closer and closer to God or the divine or source. And also I want to say here as well, like relationships, right? Like, don't be afraid of like relationships. I don't know if I talked about this yet, but I just talked about this in the Cancer video. There's Neptune is, which is your ruling planet, is making a septile to Uranus in Taurus. And the septile it's a sense of occult direction, right? It's this inexplicable kind of compulsive pull towards something that you may be feeling like I'm just being pulled toward it, like destiny is grabbing you, right? Or like fate is grabbing you and taking you. But there's almost like a conscious like awareness and urge to like not urge, but there's like a conscious like resistance, but it's like also at the same time there's like this compulsive feeling that you have, like this intuitive energy that you have that's like, go this way, do this. Three of Cups is on the Six of Swords. I think this is just about being open-minded. It's about connecting to other people, communities, sharing your ideas with others, communicating with others. You got the Four Swords here on the Emperor. This is perfect balance. I'm not just saying this. This is what the reading's saying, right? Life is not always like so negative, yo. Like, let's just be real. Like, when we do tarot, like, not every reading has to be fucking chaos and fucking negative. Like, shit. Can you imagine if your life was chaos and negative all the time? Right? But the Empress, or sorry, the Emperor and the Four Swords, these are both fours, right? And this is Aries Libra energy. Opposites, but these are good cards. So there's a perfect balance between you and your interpersonal relationships. And you even making more interpersonal relationships or establishing balance in those areas. This one. You got everything is as you've created. All you create offers you lessons in life. And that's the Ten of Swords, Four of Wands here, right? Like the Ten of Swords, like when you do tarot or whenever you're watching tarot, like everything's context, right? Like you have to look at like all the cards. Like, yes, the Ten of Swords can be like a rough ending, but also the Ten of Swords can be like if the cards aren't so harsh or malefic, right? If they're not that, then it can just simply mean that, okay, I'm consciously aware that I have to do something newer. Like I have to try a newer idea, or I have to go about something different, right? Because I keep getting the same result over and over and over, right? Like, so it's like sometimes you have to just be aware, like, oh, okay, yeah, it's time for me to reinvent something or do something differently, or even learn about something. And once I've learned about something, okay, now I can draw upon a newer connection to help my situation, right? The reason why I say that's because the Ten of Swords is Sun and Gemini. So it's Gemini energy, right? Gemini deals with the intellect, the bridging of ideas, inventive conversation. High Priestess, the Palace of Wands, and you have the Four of Pentacles here and the outcome. This is amazing, yo. Like the High Priestess, the Palace of Wands, this is about creating, well, this is about just being able to like feel immersed in playfulness and fun in an environment that's passionate, that gives you like the passion in life, that gives you the motivation in life. And the Four of Pentacles, it actually has substance. It actually has structure to it, right? But it really what this is like there's a conscious awareness around the furthering and growth of certain ambitions and goals that you have and the outcome, right? And it's about having fun while you're doing it. It's about being motivated while you're doing it, being inspired while you're doing it. And also too, when I'm reading the cards and you're like, well, this isn't kind of like my energy, like then take it as like, what in the world? Anyways, I think they're painting something outside. Anyways, but take it as like, this is like an idea or a concept, an archetype to tap into, right? Like we have to remember that tarot is also archetypes, right? It's not always so like fortune telling. So, and the Palace of Wands as an archetype is surrounding yourself, having things that inspire you, motivate you, make you become more active, more yang, have more passion in life, more drive in life. And it's about what you surround yourself with, right? People, you know, just the emergence in the environment or creating that, right? The High Priestess. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. Looks like a hell of a good week, or rest of the month. So I appreciate y'all so much as always. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link is down below in the description. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Click the notification bell. You'll get notified whenever I upload your videos. Be sure to hit that like button for your boy. It really does help me. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram too, the link will be down below. I've been going live on there quite often. And I'll be on there a lot more actively as well. So anyways, I appreciate